had a buddy in high school, in 9th grade or 10th grade, it was somewhere around there. We were in a band together. I was the drummer. There was a 5-piece band. He was the lead singer. Thought he was Jim Morrison from The Doors and kind of did his moves. He didn't figure out how to play the harmonica, so he got a melodica. Have you ever seen one of those? There are these plastic things like this. Sound kind of cheesy back in those days. It was not cool. But he was working hard to make it cool. We were good friends through high school. I saw him on occasion after high school and, here or there, anywhere. He came to know that I was saved. And we, parted ways as you do with high school friends many times. And I got word, I don't know, this is probably 20 years ago now. I got word that he had incurable cancer and that he was in a bad state. A common friend of ours let me know that. And he gave me his email address, and I emailed him because I felt such a burden, because I knew, at least when I knew him, he was not a believer, and he was an intellectual atheist. He had reasons why he rejected God. And so I shared my testimony with him because we'd hung out together. We'd partied together back in those days. I shared my testimony. And he wrote me back and said that he appreciated the email, hoped my life was good, but that he was basically putting his hope in Carl Sagan. That's where he was getting his information from. And I sent another full of love, as much as I could do from the Holy Spirit, trying to woo him. And instead I got an email back from his brother, who was his caregiver at the time, saying, you know what, he's not really able to read email much anymore, and I don't think this would really help him at all. His brother was also, I know, not a believer, very active in some non-Christian movements and so forth. And he died soon after that. That's bitter in my belly. God, why? God, why? Didn't I say the right words? Couldn't you have sent somebody that he would listen to? This is the mystery of God that will be completed. And I put my hope in the fact that we will read in a couple chapters that when God's judgment is poured out, all who see will sing and cry out, righteous and true are your judgments, O Lord. But that mystery is not complete in my mind yet. It's not complete in my mind. And so the gospel message, as sweet as it is, there's some bitterness to it once we digest it, isn't there?